Hey, what's up brothers, Viper here, and in this video we're going to have a closer look at the Templar's Gear Crusader Plate Carrier ROC set. But as usual, we first would like to ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell button to stay notified of our weekly upcoming videos. Also make sure to check out our giveaways on ReconBrothers.com and get yourself quality products through our online store shop.ReconBrothers.com. You can also find the plate carrier we'll cover today on there as well. Now to start off with, yes, this is my new personal carrier and all the questions behind why I've needed a new one will be covered in our ReconBrothers plate carrier setup of 2020. But that aside, let's jump into the specs of this carrier. The first thing that immediately pops out in all the products of the Polish Templar's Gear brand is its laser cut designs. And I mean not a few products, but nearly as good as everything is laser cut. And obviously that's also the case for this plate carrier, which makes it very lightweight and slim in its design. The carrier on its own weighs only about 870 grams or 30.7 ounces. If we take a closer look, you can clearly see the time and effort that has gone into the making of this plate carrier. And that counts for more than just this product alone. Templar's Gear, their products don't only look really cool in my eyes, but they also put a lot of thought into them as well. And that is, for example, translated into the extreme modularity of this plate carrier. We'll get into the details of that later in this video. Now, the materials used for the construction of this plate carrier are 510 Cordura and Cordura laminate, which are strong enough for any tactical usage. The materials they use are also IRR threaded, which is important for that nighttime operational advantage, and the stitching of this product is also done very neatly as well. The Crusader ROC is made for SAPI or eSAPI size ballistic or training plates in either sizes M or L depending on your size. These can be easily inserted or taken out with a simple Velcro flap. As mentioned in the name, the ROC stands for Rapid Open Connectors. These are positioned on both sides of the shoulders and on the cummerbunds that allow for a quick and silent removal of the plate carrier. These are made of a strong and durable plastic with quite a short but long enough paracord attached to them to pull them off. Important is to use the connectors in a correct way, and as long as you do so, you won't run into any trouble with them. Now, besides these features, Templar's Gear is certainly interesting for the many colors and patterns their products are available in. They basically make 95% of all their products in the 11 colors they offer. This goes from Ranger Green to Black to Tempest Grey, Coyote Brown like this one, but also patterns like Multicam Tropic, WZ93, ATAX Foliage Green and Pencott Green Zone are possible. And recently they've also added two new patterns called ATAX Ghost and ATAX IX to that list as well, which brings it currently to a total of 11, so choice enough I would say. Anyway, that mentioned, let's go over to the front panel of this carrier. The front panel contains a lower main 7x6 moly panel and a smaller 4x4 panel on top. Besides the 4x4 moly panel, there's a buckle underneath each of these two elastic materials. Also, these are made of a durable plastic and are meant for interchangeable front panel usage. But if you don't want to use them for that, they are removable. In order to remove them, you push out the entire buckle through the top of the elastic and remove it by pushing the top bar down and pulling on the side lip that has a cut in it. After that, you can remove the buckle from its loop. Now, something that is immediately noticeable about this carrier is the amount of Velcro on this entire front panel. These Velcro pads are found on the chest for identification like most manufacturers do, but on the lower big moly panel there's also a large amount of Velcro. Now, this together with the buckles creates a very quick and easy interchangeable system for custom or preset CPC front panels, which can be bought separately. Just click a front panel into the buckles, stick it onto the Velcro and you're ready to go. Next, there are also Velcro and cable tube managers on each side of the front panel. These are located on more spots around the carrier and I'll mention them later, but in my eyes this is certainly one of those details that other companies tend to miss in their designs. Little things like these make the organization of your setup way easier, and it gives a neat and professional look as well. What I do personally miss on the front panel is one slightly bigger molly slit on both the left and right side to mount a PTT with its clip, for example. Now you can work your way around that and create other solutions to mount them, but I do prefer that more secure mounting option like you get with those clips. That said, let's jump over to the back panel. The back panel contains a main 11x6 molly panel and a smaller 1x4 molly row on top. A thing that kind of looks odd at first sight, but that is actually very clever designed when you think about it, are the two zippers placed on the back. Now why the hell would you even need zippers on the back? Well, they're there for the exact same reason as there are buckles on the front panel. These zippers allow for a quick interchangeable back panel system. This again allows you to create custom presets of back panels without the need of attaching and detaching your pouches over and over again. This way you can, for example, have a back with a hydration system and another one with extra magazines or grenades for your team, or when you need to carry a backpack, you can take the entire back easily off. Now what's also quite noticeable is the large Velcro pad on the back panel. This is of course also for identification like police forces do, for example. Furthermore, on top of the back you can find a handle for easy grabbing when you need to drag a teammate to cover, for example. But the good thing about this handle is that it's still accessible even when some sort of pouch is attached on top of the back. This is also a plus since other brands tend to just forget about this when it comes to designing and keeping everything in mind. Another clever design feature worth mentioning is the way the cummerbunds are adjustable. In order to adjust these, you just have to lift a flat piece at the center bottom of the back panel and you have immediate easy access to the cummerbund adjustment system. These are also very easy to work with because it's just a replacement of Velcro pieces, and in our experience this is the most simple cummerbund adjustment design we've seen thus far, which is certainly a plus, since most other designs require quite an amount of work and mostly need to be done by someone else while you're wearing the carrier. Above that, just as on the front panel, you have a Velcro cable and tube manager on each side. At last, the padding of the front and back panel are made from a foam laminated with a Coolmax material. The first thing that can be said is that it sits comfortable and feels durable when compared to 3D mesh padding that are more commonly used these days. Now, the part that I was a bit worried about was the ventilation of this material when doing physical efforts compared to the 3D mesh padding, but it doesn't look like that is the case here. Also, what might even be more important than good ventilation is cleaning. And for people that use plate carriers with 3D mesh padding, highly probably know what a hassle it can be to clean such padding. Things like sand, dirt and other stuff get in between the air canals, and things might even start to rot when the carrier has been exposed to extreme environments like mud, for example. Templar's gear seems to have gotten rid of these issues with the materials they use, which is easy to clean, and that is certainly also a big plus in our eyes. That said, let's go over to the cummerbunds. The cummerbunds contain a 6x5 laser cut molly panel both on the out and the inside, which is ideal for if you like to place certain pouches on the inside against your body, and it allows for a double use of the molly to some extent, of course. In between these two panels there's a plastic sheet sandwiched for a rigid and flexible cummerbund. Due to this being the ROC plate carrier, these cummerbunds are both attached on the front panel using the quick release buckles. Good to know is that these are opened by pulling up instead of down, just saying because some other companies have attached them to be used the other way around. Now, another sign of Templar's gear really putting effort into their designs are the elastic pieces placed on the back of the cummerbunds. This is especially important for when you've set the sides to your sizing and for some reason you have to carry more upper body layers, like a jacket for example. With these you don't need to readjust the sizing again. Although adjusting this would still be easy with this plate carrier, its design With other carriers that's not necessarily the case. At last, let's have a look at the shoulders of this carrier. The shoulders, believe it or not, also have laser cut moly onto them. It's a 7x1 row of moly, and these can certainly come in handy as well. The shoulders also have two Velcro cable and tube managers on each side and feature a 3D mesh backing on the inside for comfort and good breathability on the shoulders. Furthermore, the shoulder length adjustment system is very easy to use since it's just a replacement of two Velcro sides. Now, due to how this is designed, it does allow the replacement of the shoulder padding itself since they're loose parts, but thus far I haven't got any issue with that yet. In overall, I'm personally impressed with this blade carrier, its ease of use, and the implemented organization options are quite neat. I'm a fan of the laser cut design, and I think it's perfect for a low profile setup that is both lightweight and leaves lots of custom options open thanks to its very modular features. I love to use the ROC system, and I think it's definitely one of those big general improvements that companies are jumping on since it's very quick, easy and silent compared to Velcro. I also think it's cool Templar's gear produced a carrier with the infrared spectrum in mind, and I'm curious of how it will compare to other equipment at dark. I'm already convinced by what Templar's gear has delivered with this product, and I think they deliver much more compared to plate carriers produced by other brands that sell for the same price tag. So guys, if you are looking for this plate carrier and many more products of Templar's gear, you can find them at our online store shop.ReconBrothers.com. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.